Hey, Sean here from SpeedCubeReview.com. I want to go over some algorithms that you probably shouldn't do most of the time. Some of these I might actually do for one-handed or just because I'm being silly, or they might be algs that I or other people have learned early on that are not the most efficient, or some I just do for fewest moves and they're efficient. These are all PLL algorithms, and let's go through them. Now I'm going to go through these in alphabetical order. I have nothing really special for a perm. I mean, do a perm how everyone does a perm. You should be able to set it up and then not do a regrip. But e-perm, this is a fun one. So I do this actually for one-handed because this one-handed gets a little bit awkward, and actually I tend to mess this up two-handed a lot. So I do something a little different. And what I do is that. So that was R2, U2, F prime, and then basically reverse sexy move, and then F, U2, R2. And yeah, you set it up so the center color here matches the one on the side. So you could do it from here or from there. And I start with my thumb on bottom. But for one-handed, I'll actually just do it on the left side because I do one-handed with my right hand. I could just turn the cube like this, but L2, U2, F, and then you do sexy move or reverse sexy move this way. Whoop, come on. There we go. And then F prime, U2, L2. Okay, so this is an F perm that's just kind of wacky. It could be good for one-handed if you can do the rotations fast, but you've got R, U prime, R prime, U, R2, and then Y. Sexy move, X. Reverse sexy move, U2. So yeah, so you have the bar in the back, and like I said, it's Y, X. There we go. Okay, for H perm, this is actually one that I would often do for one-handed. I guess I could practice the middle slices. There we go. But I don't really practice it that much. And with one-handed, I will sometimes do it like this. But what you can do two-handed, if you actually do a rotation, that way you can just do L2 or R2 with the same hand. And so you do Z, and then R2, U2, R2, U prime, R2, U2, R2, U2, R2, U prime, R2, U2, R2. Yeah, almost got lost there. There we go. So one more time. Okay, here's a fun J perm. And this is what I would do for fewest moves. That's a 10 move, optimal move count J perm. So starts with the B2, and then R prime, U prime, R, B2, and then L prime, D, L prime, D prime, L2. And that's the one that's on the left. So again, B2, and here's what I think about it as. Do B2, take out an edge, B2. Then L prime, U, or sorry, D, L prime, D prime, L2. And you can do it on the other side as well. So start with the B2, and then L, U, L prime, B2, and then R, D prime, R, D, R2. Like I said, J perm, so only 10 moves. Okay, N perm. Now, I never did this N perm, but I know a lot of people who do. Don't do this one. I mean, if you want something that's more move count efficient or easy to remember, doing that's pretty straightforward, and then you can just transition it to the right side. But this one, you do wide R moves and then D and U moves. So you do R prime D, R, U2, 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 R prime D, R. I mean, you could add that U2 as well at the end. So you could say it's this 5 times. And then you can do it with the left hand as well. So you start with L and then L prime, So it's next we come to T-Perm, and T-Perm is another one of these optimal ones. And this one, you're going to do almost all wide U moves and then R, and you could do F or do rotation. So R2 U, R2 U prime, R2, then a Y prime, same thing, but reverse the U moves. R2 U prime, R2 U, R2, and then end with just a regular U prime. So you could do F moves instead of rotation. So you do R2 U, R2 U prime, R2, F2 U prime, F2 U, F2, and U prime there. 11 move optimal T-Perm. And here we have a fun little V-Perm, which is everyone's favorite PLL. And it starts kind of similar to one that most people do, which is this R prime U, R prime U prime. Or people might do R prime U, R prime wide D prime, but here's how this one goes. So we've got R prime U, R prime U prime, R D prime, R prime D, which is kind of like a little sexy move upside down. And then we get R prime with U and D prime together, R2, U prime, R2, D, R2. So a little bit faster, you get like that. You have to do a couple of regrips with the right hand, but you could do one fewer regrip if you do a push with your left hand. So doing just R prime and then U and D prime this way. Then you go like that. And lastly, we have a Z perm, and this could be the optimal Z perm if you're doing fewest moves. But I would suggest just finding 2 insertions, 2 commutators, 3 cycles, or doing slicey shenanigans. But anyways, this is a lot of fun. We get M2, U, S2, U prime, and then S, M2, S prime. Now that's upside down, so if you did it this way, we would have M2, D, S2, D prime, and then S prime, M2, S. And there's another optimal one you could do, which is M2, B, E2, B prime, E prime, M2, E. And that does the Z perm on the front. So again, M2, B, E2, B prime, E prime, M2, E. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed these different and wacky PLLs that you maybe probably shouldn't do, but could work possibly with different situations. I'm still working on the title. So if you have another algorithm that you think is really cool that might not be useful or might be useful, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe for more content like this in the future, and as always, stop by speedcubeview.com for more news and reviews.